man.
The Lombardi Trophy is going back home.
He's a bad man.
This is who he is.
Oh, what a play from Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, that bad man.
Touchdown.
Is he the MVP or what? Thing of beauty.
Whoa!
Contractually, Wilbon and I cannot do that with Aaron Rodgers, so we'll just continue. Aaron Rodgers told reporters yesterday that this year will be it for him, and he will retire after this upcoming season, which will be his 22nd in the NFL, second with the Steelers. He was with the Jets the previous 2 seasons, and then Green Bay the 18 prior to that, where he won 4 MVPs and a Super Bowl. With the Packers, Aaron Rodgers has over 150 wins, including the playoffs, while having 16 wins with the Jets and Steelers combined. Rodgers had a 68 total QBR with Green Bay, but has dropped off significantly since leaving, a 44 total QBR during the last 3 seasons. And so now we reflect a little bit, even though we do have this upcoming seasons with Aaron Rodgers, he'll play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But how will his career be remembered, Stephen A.?
Well, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time greats. He's going to be he's a future Hall of Famer without question. He's a 4-time league MVP. And at his best, he was the best in the game and one of the greatest to have ever lived. When we think about his ability to throw the football along with his ability to extend plays, until Patrick Mahomes came along, we can make a legitimate argument that he was the greatest talent we've ever seen at the quarterback position, because that's how elite he was. That has not been the case over the last several years. Certainly his time at the New York Jets was hampered. 4 plays into his career at the New York Jets, he suffered an Achilles tear, was out for the year, came back a year later. Clearly was still not himself. Never was what he once was. And then, of course, he ends up becoming a Pittsburgh Steeler. And we saw him last year, and he was better than anybody they had in recent memory. The problem is those people they had in recent memory was Mason Rudolph, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, Mitchell Trubisky, stuff like that. So that's not a lot to write home about. And I say Russell Wilson as his career winds down, because we all know in his prime Russell Wilson could play. But in the end, what it comes down to is that, listen, I wish him nothing but the best. The Steelers, they made some good additions this offseason. I particularly like the pickup of Rico Dowdle and, of course, Michael Pittman. We'll see what they do. I don't see them being any better than 3rd place in the AFC North, because I see Baltimore and Cincinnati being that team. I certainly don't see them winning a playoff game, which they haven't won since 2016. So he keeps them as a middle-of-the-road team, which I don't necessarily think is a good thing, because I think you either need to be great and be in a championship contender, or you need to suck and be awful. That's how you improve. Unfortunately, that's neither the situation with Pittsburgh with Aaron Rodgers at the quarterback position. But this is about him, not the team. And I think that ultimately, in the end, he's done a lot more good than bad. He's had an illustrious career. There was a time, for a lengthy period of time, he was incredibly elite. And that is what I will remember most about him when all is said and done about his NFL career.
Aaron Rodgers tortured the franchise that I love. And I'm speaking for Shay now as well. So I know firsthand, nobody in New York and Philly and Boston, they don't know anything about Aaron Rodgers. They think they do, they know they don't. We had to watch Aaron Rodgers beat the Bears year after year after year after year. And his greatness during that period, it's unarguable. Now, I'm going to take exception with Stephen A. big time. He was never physically the greatest quarterback. I'm sorry. I know you're younger than me 10 years, Stephen A. I know you're old enough to remember John Elway. I know you are. Because Aaron Rodgers in no way measured up physically to the talent that John Elway had. Never in his wildest
ridiculous.
Did he measure
that is ridiculous.
physically to John Elway. You need to go get YouTube or Google
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Stephen A.
I'm not 20, 30 years away from you. I've watched
3 of which had no all-pro teammates. Stop it. Never John Elway.
I didn't say resume. Let me tell you something.
You said talent.
Accuracy.
Never.
Talent. In terms of accuracy throwing that damn football, you trying to tell me Aaron Rodgers?
That's not quarterback. That's passer. He wasn't Dan Marino when it came to passing. Not Dan Marino when it came to passing.
I
He's a terrific quarterback.
He was right there.
He ain't John Elway. Stop it. Stop. He ain't Joe Montana.
I'm gonna show you
Stop.
respect. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. Let me tell you something right now. Aaron Rodgers flinging that football was comparable, maybe not exceeding, but comparable to anybody you mentioned, throwing the football. His ability to run with the football he was no slouch. He could run with the football too. Yes, he could. Yes, he could.
I'm agreeing with you.
And he could also throw the football on the run. How does that not compare to John Elway? Dan Marino couldn't run.
Then why is he one Super Bowl, Stephen A? One. John Elway, 5 with no all-pro teammates, none, until the second, until he had Davis and those guys late in his career. The first 5, Stephen A, and he's not Joe Montana.
Listen,
4 Super.
I didn't say the resume was better. I did not say. I'm not comparing him to their resume.
His talent wasn't as good as those guys. As great as he was.
The talent was there. Now, he didn't. Listen, 1-4 in NFC Championship games. That is not good, and I understand that. Okay, only 1 Super Bowl appearance and 1 Super Bowl victory. I understand that doesn't compare to any of those guys outside of Dan Marino. I get that part, but we're talking talent from the quarterback position. You must be crazy if you think I'm going to sit here and let you say that Aaron Rodgers doesn't compare to any of those names.
Neither one of them dudes.
You need to stop that.
If you had a game to save Samantha's life, would you choose Aaron Rodgers or Joe Montana? Answer the question.
I would pick them because I saw them do it in the biggest moments. I got that part. I'm just talking about overall talent. I'm just talking about the overall ability as a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is elite. You got to be crazy.
See, people don't know. They think Stephen A and I are mad at each other. We're not. We do this all the time.
We're not.
We may do this on the phone later tonight. Stephen, I got a question.
Yes, we do.
You have. I'm gonna make you use. I love. Thank you for letting me be here this week. I love this because I love doing this with him. I miss him in person doing this. We do this in LA all the time. Except he left me 3,000 miles away. You hold LeBron James to one standard. You got to hold Aaron Rodgers to the same standard. Even though the sports are different and it's harder to get to a Super Bowl. Stephen A, one Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger got twice as many Super Bowl rings as Aaron Rodgers. Again, Aaron Rodgers is a great talent. He tortured my team. He rearranged my life rooting against him. I got nothing. He's a Hall of Famer. Boom, first ballot.
What's the LeBron James comparison you brought up? I don't understand. What are you saying?
He doesn't have the hardware to justify all this bad man stuff for all these years. Not with Elway and Montana and others.
Hold on. I haven't said he's a bad man in about 4 years. All of those tapes. Don't you see the inflammation on my face? That was a long time ago. That's a long time ago I said that. Okay, that's a long time ago. But the point is this. The standard is consistent because LeBron James, I have him number 2 all time.
Okay.
All time.
Okay.
I don't have him as the GOAT, but I have him as number 2, and I have him on the Mount Rushmore. So I'm looking at Aaron Rodgers, and again, you only got 1 Super Bowl ring. I didn't say the brother was better than Tom Brady. I didn't say he was better than Joe Montana. I didn't say he was better than John Elway.
None of those. Peyton Manning, we didn't even mention Peyton yet.
But
my apologies to Peyton.
Peyton Manning's got 2. And by the way, Aaron Rodgers is 11-11 in the postseason. Peyton Manning is 14-13 in his postseason career. But he got 2 Super Bowl rings. I get that. My point to you, however, is this. At the end of that, we're talking about talent, not resume, because I understand his resume doesn't compare to theirs. As a talent, my God, Aaron Rodgers was spectacular. You got to stop that.
Listen,
you got to stop that.
He was. I'm just saying, people act like he is singular in that kind. He's not. Do you remember John Elway played center field?
He's a rarefied air.
In professional baseball, when you talk about physical talent, are you kidding me? So
I think John Elway was great, but I also think Aaron Rodgers was. Aaron Rodgers.
They all are. Listen, here's how much respect I have for Aaron Rodgers. As much as I hate cheeseheads, and I'm birthright, I'm required to do that. Shay understands that. And she laughed.
That's
so,
right.
Stephen A., I never play fantasy football. Never. I hate fantasy football because it forces you to root for people you don't want to root for. So I had a team. My team, the name of my team, I only played 2 years. The name of my team is Sayers Butkus, and anybody knows where I'm from knows why that's the name of the team. Sayers Butkus. You know who my chosen quarterback was for the 2 years I played fantasy football?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Okay. So I don't want to, this becomes like we do the GOAT thing. You got to say bad stuff about LeBron to lift Jordan when you don't have to do that. Aaron Rodgers was tremendous. Can we not overstate it? Physically, there's some dudes I'll take Michael Vick physically, just physical talent. He was nowhere near the quarterback Aaron Rodgers was.
Right.
All I'm saying is we don't have to exaggerate the Aaron Rodgers career.
I don't think
to give him his flowers today.
Career. I'm
Hall of
saying to
Fame
you,
dude.
the combination of being able to throw the football in the pocket, outside of the pocket, on the run, combined with his ability to extend plays or to run with the football, I think that Aaron Rodgers is a top 3 talent. At the quarterback.
By the way, real quick, did you ever go to Lambeau?
History.
Did you ever go to Lambeau to see Aaron Rodgers?
No, that's too cold.
I consider it, in 45 years of doing this, one of the career highlights is sitting in Lambeau multiple times watching Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
You're watching a master do it in Lambeau. I did it in Lambeau.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't want to leave the impression that I don't appreciate the career of Aaron Rodgers. I just think we overstate so many things now and so many people. We don't need to do that. He's great. He's going to the Hall of Fame. He deserves it. God, keep him away from Soldier Field and Lambeau. I'm happier.
Okay.
I don't believe people need to be phony and overstating stuff. But damn it, I ain't a phony. I believe
I know you're
what I
not
say.
that.
And that's how I feel.
You should have come to Lambeau.
Now these sorry-ass trolls out there just making stuff up just for effect. Nah, that ain't Stephen A.
I'm paying attention
mean what
to
I
that.
say.
Stop
I
looking at that
believe
stuff.
in Aaron Rodgers.
Stop looking at that stuff.
Not the last 4 years. But for the vast majority of his career, he was a bad man. Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
I will admit, as a Bears fan, and I love Soldier Field, but watching any football game and any player at Lambeau Field is awesome. It's an amazing place to
I'm
watch
making
football.
you go to Lambeau.
You gotta go.
I'm
Bundle
taking
up
you
and
to
get a hand
Lambeau.
warmer. Like, my gosh.
Go to
Also,
Canada Goose and get geared up, and you're coming to Lambeau.
No. September.
No, December.
So weak. Okay. Also, to clarify, John Elway, 2 Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowl appearances.
Yes.
Okay, just clarifying.
He lost the first 3 with no team. He was a one-man team the first 3 times.
Lastly, the quarterback that was not in a Bears uniform that has the most touchdowns at Soldier Field is Aaron Rodgers.
Of course.
Owned
us.
How about that?
Owned us. We remember.
Owned us.
We remember it very well. Don't reenact it, okay?
I know,
In your
please.
Packers.